Some are in the pine trees beyond the loch. 2 stones are being knocked together. Once, twice, 3 times. Very dry. Maybe it's a chain gang in the quarry. There is no quarry though, and there never was a chain gang. Only the little chunks of red granite on the long looping bog road tell of famine relief. Congested districts, that human weather that sticks like salt stains or burrs in your hair. No, I realise all these are not, in fact, the case. It's a chuff I'm here. It's clattery cry that's like the real hard stuff, potsheen distilled on stony hills, where the black creature should be sounding its red beak, its curved bill against the screes, not hiding out on the soft bog by the loch.
After that, old Mallory the Gruff was right. Nasty gossip mongers, luffing up and half drowning in air, cuffs with their quackery, and worse, cause suffering. Tough them out. Ka-chuff!
Nesting habits, and I think flight is what captured his imagination. He was a solitary person, and liked the open moorland and so on, and there's a certain wistfulness in some of his poems on that subject. He would look out for the birds he wanted to see for hours, months sometimes, and look till he found it. He was a rather severe man. He didn't give much away, but he was rather more kind-hearted underneath, I think, than he sometimes revealed. So this poem is called The Bird Watcher. The priest as well, and his hair blew about like a halo, his dog collar choked. He preferred the moor for walks, the hedges, ditches, and the muddy ruts of a wet field in autumn could find him to on occasion. He liked that solitude. Once, caught in a chance meeting, I tried to impress. Ponies on the Bryn last week, an otter in the sea, and something odd on the cliff. A crow with red legs, was it? But the locals are bored with all that now. They've gone so global. No reaction, as if hearing wild hoofbeats. Sounds like a chaff, he said dryly. They enter their nests direct, like bullets, then leave, free-falling. Surprised you saw it? I've seen some, but all best things are rare. He walked away, still determined to sky.
Jones, and I think I should explain this following verse was written in the only place I've ever seen a chuff, which was actually the college dining hall when the principal showed us a couple of dead ones on a napkin, like Kevin's after a few glasses of something. When I see a one-eyed chuff, I pity birds whose life is tough. When I see a two-eyed chuff, I reckon God has done his stuff. When I see a three-eyed chuff, I start to think my eyesight's duff. But when I see a four-eyed chuff, I know that I've had enough.
Increasingly apparent, but I believe that's the first that there is. This poem is called The Orchard Underwater, and it's set in a valley which is flooded, and then during a drought is returned to its dry state. And as I was writing this poem, a news story came up that had happened in the 60s in a valley called Cabell Kelly. in which exactly this happened. And then 10 years later, during the 70s, there was a drought and the whole village came out of the water again. And the poem is about very much the same thing, I suppose, about having a second chance. It's called The Orchard Underwater. Dragging for a place to catch the line, I'm drawn back for a moment to the near water by a clatter of choughs climbing off the headland, aiming somewhere for God. This is no trick of aeronautics, but the genuine effect. God's flyers, you call them, inking the air with trial after trial, localized as downpour, a pencil of rain.
Sleeping saviours of the nation, birds waiting, not dead, chough, oyster catcher, rare, black, red.
Creative writing is sometimes looked upon rather askance by the academic world. But I think the results of the work we've been doing speak for themselves. For a start, it's helpful if you have to write your own villanelle or your own triolet. I didn't actually know what a triolet was until I started teaching this course, but Ben did, because Ben is a third generation poet. His father and grandfather are also poets, and Lizzie and Caroline and other people here today showed tremendous inspiration and in their poetry, and it was wonderful to work with them. So much so that we got Channel 6 to come and film one of our classes, and Sasha came, and in 1 hour she produced a marvellous Celtic blessing for the choughs. So we did a session on the Celtic world and how the natural world is invoked to bring forward the power and resonance of everyday life through words, just by using words. And that's the extraordinary power and gift of words that everybody has.
Lordy fame, nobility is humbled. Chough travelling over whaleway, blue black, red. Silent blast of lightning wingbeat, disappearing into the distance, a small black dot. Swoop from low bow, swing in flight high, loop in skylight through air, blue, fear in sky sheer, sweep to granite height, show in air light, acrobat-like, bat-like, blood-beaked, petrol jet plumed, chough.
This is a sonnet that I wrote called The Graduate, and it's spoken by a man who's just woken up on a bridge, which is just around the corner from the college. Another walks past, stares like in that time of year when I'm dying or dead. Stop them, don't care. Another talks past, just like you as you fly, Arthur. Bet you didn't know I knew that. With my Arthur bottle of matches king size. No thanks though. Ask. What are they laughing at? Try to retort. Another gawks past, wide eyes. This I perceive which makes your voice more strong. Another walks past, and more